What makes lust so dangerous? First, I think it's necessary that I define lust as it pertains to one's sexuality. Lust is simply a selfish indulgence in sexual expression contrary to God's design for it. I like to think of lust as a type of sexual greed, taking what isn't yours to use for selfish pleasure. Lust is this driving force of one's fleshly desires, a craving or appetite that's unquenchable. It's this unquenchable aspect of lust that begins to give us a glimpse into its danger. God did not design our sexuality to leave us in a perpetual state of discontent. In fact, quite the contrary. God is a God who satisfies, redeems, and brings about great purpose for our lives, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So the fact that lust can never be satisfied is one facet of it that is sure to lead us away from truth and all that God desires for our bodies and minds. Think of lust like a fire that is never contained. It's always consuming, burning up, destroying. The mantra of lust is more, more, more. Interestingly, lust often makes very attractive promises to our soul. Lust connects with a temptation you might be facing and whispers, "Oh yeah, if you just take that look or click on that image or flirt with that coworker or spin that sexual fantasy, your deepest desires will be fulfilled." And such promises seem so real and genuine in the moment they're offered. But on the back end of acting out is a realization that the promises of each temptation were lies. And your lust only responds by chanting, "More, more, more." Another reason lust is so dangerous is that it always demands that you cross moral boundaries that you said you never would. Maybe you decided as a young teenager that you would remain a virgin until married. The more you give in to the appeals of lust, the more your moral boundaries erode and you inch ever closer to crossing them. You can't play with fire and not get burned. And with every boundary crossed, your will to pursue purity grows weaker and shame fills your mind with lies and bombards your soul with darkness and despair. This is why lust must be crucified. Not debated, not ignored, crucified. We're told in Romans 12 that in response to the beauty of God's grace being poured out to us in Jesus Christ, that we are to offer our bodies as living sacrifices. We're told in Colossians 3:5 what this kind of sacrifice looks like. Put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature, sexual morality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. See, don't get lulled to sleep spiritually by the flames of lust. Get aggressive in dousing the fire, in essence, crucifying it. With the power of God's Holy Spirit, you can say no to your lust and yes to purity.